This subject raises a lot of emotions, and there are so many misconceptions. And we think it is important to discuss this topic with facts and data, because without proper data, we end up with bad policies. For example, the recent hike in migration. There's no really recent hike in migration. Migration has been part of the human history throughout the ages. Secondly, the conception or the assumption that African migration is overwhelming Europe or the world. This is not true. Of the total migrants in 2017, only 14% of the migrants were African. Another point to mention about African migration is that really most of African migrants stay in the continent, actually. 70% of sub-Saharan migrants stay in Africa. Migration is really about economic opportunity, people looking for better life. They contribute to the economic well-being of these countries. So migration is good. It benefits really the economy, where the misconception is really the opposite here. That's a very important subject. African youth, if you continue at the current rate of growth, by 2100, will be double the number of the whole population of Europe. So employment is a major issue in Africa. Related to that, of course, is the subject of investment and job creation, but also training and education. I don't believe that the education in Africa matches really the job requirements. There's a really need for a system of education which prepare young people for the job market. The problem is huge. In South Africa, 55% of young people are jobless. 55% of young people. That's a huge number. And where do those people go? Surveys of some members of the extremist group in Africa shows that most of them joined these groups at a very young age, between 17 and 25. And at that time, they were jobless. Most concern they had was finding a job. A few things actually should be done. And let's talk about mobility instead of migration. We really should allow mobility within Africa, because it really helps job creation and employment among people, and fills gaps in industry, agriculture, etc. Agriculture is a very important pillar of the African economy. Most of our people, over 50%, live on and off the land. That is a sector which can create a lot of jobs. It has great potential. The second point also here is education. We really need to review what we are teaching our kids. We need more technical school, because we need skilled labor. Look, I mean, you look at the airlines, for example. There's only 5 African airlines which connect to more than 20 African countries, 20 out of 54. We have always been talking about the importance of economic integration in Africa. We really need that. It's also important for us to address the issue of rising inequality. We need to find the policies to really reduce the inequality in our society. It's good that we have some economic growth, but the problem, if the growth in population is sucking out all the benefit of the economic growth, then we are running to stand still or even move backward. the big elephant in the room nobody's talking about in Africa is the issue of family planning. We need really to start talking about this issue, which is almost a taboo. Parents consider children as an insurance policy for their old age, given the fact that there is no social safety net for older people. But with mortality rates really among infants and young children improving, the need for this safety net really is diminishing. We need smart policies there, a smart discussion. We really need to start discuss the issue of family planning.